What up, peeps? Tony Baker here, back with another movie review. This time I'm reviewing Twisters, plural. It's like what they did with Alien and Aliens. It was like plural. No two, no redemption, none of that. No apocalypse, no Twister 2, the reckoning. None of that. Just plural it up. Even though in the first Twister, there was multiple Twisters. So the first one could have technically been Twisters because it wasn't just one Twister in Twister. Now Twister, y'all remember that movie? 1996. Bill Paxton, Helen Hunt, chasing tornadoes. Philip Seymour Hoffman was in there on the comedic tip, asking for breakfast. I remember that scene. I was like, he is my spirit animal. Because he was like, food. And I was like, yeah. I forgot it was even him. I was like, wait, Philip Seymour Hoffman, he was in Twister. It was like, Twister was like a surprise smash back in 1996. It was the second highest grossing movie that year, worldwide and domestically, only beaten by the behemoth that was Independence Day. But it was just like one of those movies that it was just a fun thrill ride at the theater, directed by Jan de Bont, who did Speed, but he also did Speed 2 Cruise Control. But I mean, that movie was doomed from the start. So now, all these years later, 2024, we got Twisters 2, The Reckoning. No, it's just called Twisters. Made $80 million over the weekend. Exceeded expectations by far. So what I've noticed about box office movie grosses lately, that they're really underestimating a lot of films in a big way. Normally they're like kind of dead on, but like they've been missing the mark heavy lately, and that goes to a lot of people are just walking up and getting tickets. So now they just like, yo, we gonna walk up. And so this type of movie will play heavily in middle America because, especially Tornado Alley, yeah, we pulling up, man. This is our lives. We out here scared. I am fascinated by tornadoes. I saw a real one with my own eyeballs in real life, Clovis, New Mexico. I'll never forget it. And I was just like, this shit is terrifying. This is really, when you see a tornado in real life, kind of changes your perspective on things. The story revolves around the character of Kate, played by, let me get her name, because I wasn't familiar with the actress, Daisy Edgar Jones. She's young, excited about life, and she developed a chemical that she wanted to launch into a tornado to dissipate the tornado to help save lives. They out there. She from Oklahoma. She from a small town. Her mom has a farm, so she about that life. So it's just like, so she excited. You know what I'm saying? She got her little friends, her crew, and they out here, chasing tornadoes. Things don't go as planned. She loses her way. She loses the confidence, and 5 years later, another friend of hers comes and like, yo, we need you back. And the typical tropes of any type of action adventure. Somebody was once in the game and then they lose their way. Tragedy strikes. They don't want to do this anymore. They living off the grid, or they working a job they're not even passionate about. And then that somebody from their past comes up like, hey, we need you. You the only one that can do this. I'm sorry. I don't do this anymore. I don't storm chase anymore. Come on, man. I need you. You are the only one on the planet who I trust with this. Nah, it's just, let me think about it. It's always the trope. So she, of course, she gonna do it, or else we wouldn't even have the movie. So she goes down there and then she meets like the tornado wrangler, played by Glenn Powell, who's killing it now in movies and TV. He's the guy, man, with the $1 million smile. He out here wrangling tornadoes, baby. They got the merge thing, you got the team going, and they chasing tornadoes. Now, mind you, a part of me wants to do this in real life. Like, even though I'm terrified of tornadoes, I'm scared to death, I know what they can do. A part of me is interested in that life. Like, would I be able to get in the vehicle and go chase tornadoes, even though they could just, extinguish my whole existence? A part of me is very intrigued by that. I don't know if it was, and there's a moment in the movie where, and it could be a spoiler alert, but it's not really a big thing about the plot, but it was like Glenn Powell's character was just like, When I saw my first tornado, I was like, yo, this is amazing. But then I looked at my aunt and she was terrified. So that's when I got terrified. And so I just wanted to face those fears down. I was like, I know exactly what you mean. My first experience with a tornado, I was playing basketball outside. And I'm from Chicago. We didn't get them. I saw a funnel cloud forming. It looked like it was right above us, but it was probably like miles over. But it looked like it was just right there. And I was like, yo, it's a hole in the sky. And it was like, so we just, that's crazy. Kept playing. Not knowing what was going on. I was just like, yo, that's crazy. Kept playing. Second time it happened, there's a funnel cloud above my apartment window. We lived on the second floor. There's a funnel cloud above the apartment window. It looked like it was right above the window, but it was probably a couple miles over. It's always tornadoes. Y'all looking for me? Let's talk about what's real. Y'all been looking for me this whole time? Watch out. So my brother says, man, if that touches down, we gone. That's when my fear kicked in. And I was just like, we dead? So ever since then, I was scared McGee. And then another time after that, I saw a tornado touch down. And it was like off in the distance, not too far. And I was just like, I can't believe I'm looking at an actual fully touched down tornado in the distance. Crazy. When he had that moment where he was mesmerized and then somebody told him to be scared, just like my brother did me, his aunt did him, and it was just like, now I want to conquer the fear. That's why I wanted to conquer my fear of spiders, off topic, you know what I'm saying? I grew up scared of spiders, but I was like, I want to ride these spiders. I want to chase them and ride them. And then, to this day, I catch spiders and throw them out. I did that with a black widow just last night. True story. Anyway, so you want to know about the tornado action. That's what these movies are all about, man. How's the big bad tornadoes? It's a good time, man. Watching people chase tornadoes down, it's always exciting for me. It's just fun in the movie theater. The plot's not super complicated. So you just get attached to the characters and why they do what they do and the things that they overcome. And they were likable. Glenn Powell, the girl that plays Kate, Anthony Ramos is in this as well. He's always good. So you were just compelled to know the characters' motivations. And the tornado, special effects. Even the Twister back in the day, I think the special effects hold up pretty good even today. Although, in the first Twister, it was the scene in the very beginning, which motivates Helen Hunt's character. She lost her father to a tornado when they were in the storm cellar, and he was holding the door closed, and the tornado was coming, and then he just gets sucked out. What pisses me off about that scene, he's holding the door. Like, listen, bro, if the tornado is coming, it's that close to the house. Your little arms is not going to be enough to stop the tornado from getting in that cellar. Just hold your family in the corner and because you're not a little flimsy. So what happens is he's holding the door. It sucks him out. But his wife and child was just still nestled in the corner of the cellar, safe. And they were just like, no. And she was like, no, don't go out there. And I was just like, if he stayed his ass in that corner, he would survive with them. But he wanted to be Sax McGee and hold the cellar door. And he got sucked up in that mud. Sometimes you just got to be in the corner and hide with your family. All right? Because the rest of the cellar was fine. Anyway, that just pissed me off. But I saw this at IMAX, and it was a good time, man. It was just like, it made me want to go back to like New Mexico and like Oklahoma and stuff like that, and just chase tornadoes a little bit. Just get close. And I like how they debunked the myth of you can't really hide under underpass and be safe with a tornado. I like how they did that. But get all that, man. Y'all want to know the smooth jazz review of Twisters, plural. Well, here it is. Oh, yeah. I'm giving Twisters 3.5 saxophones out of 5. It's a good summertime jam, man. It's just, you don't have to overthink. Ain't no, ambiguous endings here. It's just tornadoes and people, why they do it, and what's going to happen. And I like that type of vibe, man. It's good summertime fun. Now, I can spin around and do my own little tornado action right here, right now. I'm talking about, you feel me. But now I want to I might want to go on a ride along with the storm chaser and just, see what happens. But I'm telling you, once you make eye contact with a real tornado, shit hit different, man. You be looking at life differently. You're like, hey, man, I done seen some things you could never imagine. Now go get me my coffee. All right, peeps, that's my review of the movie Twisters. Let me know what you thought of the movie in the comment section below. Did you see the original? Did you like it? How does it compare to the original? Personally, I miss Bill Paxton. And, Helen Hunt's still here, so I like Helen and Bill. But I also like Glenn. I like Glenn Powell in this. That guy's got a real future at this, man. He's the new Bill Paxton. Without being as Bill Paxton-y with the accent. You know what I'm saying? But he's Glenn Paxton. But let me know what you thought of the movie in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, we out here.